One. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon. That's Roy Kent. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
Roy Kent. Oh, it still has a delay.
Hey, we're going to deal with it.
We are going to deal. I don't even wear the headset 90% of the time. So, but you have a special talent where you can talk even with the delay.
That's what I do. We've only been doing this for 80 episodes.
80 episodes. Well, you also got practice in. I just decided not to practice, and I'm like, just no headset or headphones.
That's right.
But we are the only podcast that talks about Jingle All the Way 2 sequel. This is a terrible intro. I don't know where I was going with that.
Did you even say the date?
Oh, yeah. October 26, 2023. It's a bummer that Trent is out doing whatever it is, because we could have so had like a Halloween movie one with him.
I thought he was out of town, but I have it on good authority he was in town.
Oh, really?
So I should have reached out. I just didn't want to bother.
Oh, interesting that he would take 3 days off in the middle of the week then. Well, we don't know what he had going on, so.
Some people love Thursdays. What can you say?
That's true.
He's back tomorrow, though.
Okay. Bringing it on a Friday. So.
Bringing it on, too. All or nothing on a Friday.
So I'm not sure if you've seen a lot of nerd news this week, have you? I've seen quite a bit, I feel like.
You can lead the charge. I don't, nothing's really popping up.
Okay, first off, there's not a lot of information on this, but a live-action Miles Morales Spider-Man film is reportedly being worked on. It's about time, a live-action one. The question is, who do they get to play Miles Morales?
Is this Marvel related or Sony doing this on its own?
So that's where we don't know. So Sony has to be involved in some capacity. If Marvel is involved in it, obviously it would be, well, even then, that goes into another bit of nerd news that I'll talk about in a bit, but I assume they're both going to be related in some capacity, because they're probably going to want to try to tie it in within some type of multiverse thing they're doing, if I had to guess. Maybe they want to lead it into a live-action Spider-Verse movie, who knows? But I think both Marvel and Sony will be involved in some capacity. Sony definitely has to be involved.
Well, if Sony does it on their own, they're already screwing up their own universe.
Yeah.
Are we just assuming that Kraven the Hunter movie sucks?
Oh, yeah, we are definitely assuming that.
Do we even know when that comes out? Do we even care? What are we doing?
I don't really care, honestly. And I don't care to look. I think that's like one of the few trailers where I didn't even watch the entire trailer.
I couldn't.
I watched like 30 seconds, and I was like, yeah, I'm good on this one. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, that was a rough one. But I mean, if they do it right, it'll be good, like anything else. But.
Yeah. Now, DC is doing actually something similar right now to Sony with the Spider-Man universe. It seems like DC is going to be making a Scarecrow movie that is set in Matt Reeves' Batman universe, so the Robert Pattinson one. So they're going to make a movie about Scarecrow. I'm not sure if this is going to be like an origin movie for him, and then it kind of leads to him being a villain in one of the Batman movies. But they're making their own. It looks like they're making their full-on Batman universe at this point, as opposed to doing a whole Justice League.
Right. My thing is just like, you can't have the villain without Batman. Otherwise, he's just a psycho guy, and we watched that during Joker.
Hey, I didn't mind Joker.
No one liked it.
I loved it. I do think, though, that this is a harder task to do than it was for Joker.
Well, he doesn't have the recognition from the everyday people.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, how does Scarecrow even become the villain in the comics?
You got me.
Yeah.
I never really looked into it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with. I don't know why they just don't do an entire Batman movie that's a hallucination, and then at the end he wakes up after 3 hours. Batman, not Scarecrow.
Okay, Batman wakes up at the end.
Batman got hit with the gas. Your entire movie is 3 hours of crazy nonsense.
Okay, so Batman is becoming the villain.
No.
Oh.
Say you're Batman.
Yeah.
Do something, Batman.
Pow, pow.
Boom.
Hit with the gas.
Now you're gonna hallucinate. You're gonna trip balls, as the kids say, for 3 hours. People are gonna watch it. Last scene, he kicks out of the gas.
Wait. What if it was, okay, a Batman movie, he's doing his thing, he gets hit with the gas. Obviously, we don't know that he's hallucinating.
Right.
But he turns into like a Joker Batman.
Nope.
And then we have a movie where he's like a villain.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Pass.
Okay.
Nope, don't like it.
Okay.
I like my idea. We're gonna go with my idea.
Alright, we're going with your idea. That's just how it works around here.
What if instead of Batman,
Batwoman,
Bat Person?
Oh, because it's 2023.
It's 2023. We do Bat Person and Friend.
Who's the friend?
We don't know yet. It's about Batman making a friend.
Robin.
Robin's busy.
He doesn't know Robin.
Robin's the Scarecrow. See? None of it makes sense anymore.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm getting confused at this.
I mean, we can't pitch movies every week.
No, we
and
can't.
have them be good.
Yeah, that's true.
We burned that bridge with Jingle All the Way 2.
We had our one good idea for the year.
That's it.
Come back next year, we'll have another one.
Probably late next year. It's going to take a year.
We're aiming for a November 2024 reveal.
Yeah, let's lock that in.
There actually... Have you ever been confused about the Marvel Universe timeline?
A little bit.
So, apparently there was a book that was released called the MCU, An Official Timeline.
Okay.
Apparently, Wanda died. So, yeah. So, in the book, if I can find the exact quote, maybe I didn't save that for some reason. It does say that Wanda destroys Wondergore and collapses it upon herself, ending two great threats to all of the multiverse.
Which one was Wondergore?
I don't remember, honestly.
Was that Doctor Strange 2?
Yes. Yes, it has to be, because that's the last time we've seen her.
My thing is just like they keep redoing the timeline anytime it's convenient, so I feel bad for whoever spent the time and wrote that book.
Yeah. But it's also... It's weird when you have to understand from reading that what happens. That's not just shown in the movie. Just show it in the movie.
Right, they leave it to speculation.
Yeah. But is this also something where it's like, okay, we're making this book, some stuff happened behind the scenes, and they're like, okay, let's actually write off her character, and this is what happened?
Could be. I know she's not a fan of multi-movie deals.
Yeah.
So I think she's on one-off contracts.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we got Agatha coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They could do WandaVision 2.
Yep.
So she showed up late in the original MCU.
She did show up late, and she was saying if she were to continue the character needed to have development. It couldn't just be the same character that she's been playing.
Right, which they developed the daylights out of.
They developed the daylights out of, but then I think they must have pitched to her something that like Scarlet Witch was going to stay the same for a while. And I don't think she was probably a fan of that.
I don't understand. You only can have so much development. Like,
yeah.
The character where the character ended versus where the character started.
Yeah.
Pretty meaty part.
Yeah. She's probably just getting bored of the role and wants to do other things too.
I think she's pretty honest about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
Person.
Mm-hmm.
So... if whatever she wants to do,
yeah,
I'll watch.
Now with that female villain out of the MCU, there is another female villain coming into the MCU, kind of. So in Fantastic Four, that Marvel is coming out with, is actually facing backlash because the villain that's supposed to be in it, Galactus. Which, do you know him from the comics?
Yeah.
Well, they wanted to cast Galactus as a female.
Okay.
Fans were not taking this kindly.
They tend not to do that.
And I know, like, a big reason is obviously because that's not how Galactus was in the comics. But then also, they're just being sexist.
Galactus, for the record, is just like Thanos level threat.
Thanos, but on a, like, multiverse in way. Yeah.
I mean, I'm at this point where just make the movie or don't.
Yeah.
They've waited so long, and they've done it wrong a couple times, so it's just like, if it ever comes out, great. If not...
Yeah. Well, I'm also at the point where, like, make good movies, people.
I would take less movies if they were just a little better.
Well, that's what Matthew Vaughn said. He said, hopefully Feige will go back to... less is more, make less films and concentrate on making them great.
Well, I want more unique stories.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, that they kind of have a formula that they follow.
Right, I'm good with a formula. My thing is just like, you can take that formula and put it in different settings and do different things.
Yeah.
I just don't need another sad movie.
I don't mind the sad movies.
And I don't think that Marvel's movie is going to be super happy, upbeat.
What's the next one?
I think that's the Marvel's Captain Marvel meets...
Oh, it's supposed to be super upbeat and everything.
Maybe.
Have you not seen the trailer for it?
I've seen the trailer, but I just have 4 movies in a row that are
Do you think
depressed.
they're just like putting a twist on it? They're like, yeah, guys, this is a happy one, but... You get there and it's just like, you need to grab the tissues and you're
10
crying.
minutes in, the alien cat gets snuffed out, and then, like, Samuel L. Jackson has to hold it in his arms.
Yeah. Well, maybe the next one will be in a few years when the 4th Spider-Man movie comes
I should probably
out.
watch that Samuel L. Jackson Disney Plus show so I'm caught up.
Secret Invasion? You're going to hate it.
Maybe. Is it super sad?
I heard it's pretty dark and sad, and it's also bad in general.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, no, you're saying Spider-Man 4, which for the record makes no sense. You started with Spider-Man and we bounced back to Spider-Man, but I'll allow it. I'll allow Roy.
I was having good segues though.
No, I would swear you're rehearsing.
I am actually rehearsing at work.
Okay, because you're doing a lot.
When I'm on my lunch break, I'm going through and I'm bookmarking these, and I'm going through and I'm thinking in my head, how am I going to segue from one thing to the next?
It's appreciated, and you can tell. Like, it goes from co-host to like you hosting a show, and I become the Marco.
That is true.
We've kind of done a nice little shift here.
It is. Oh my god, this is like the perfect character development to follow.
It used to be me just asking you questions for an hour,
and I wouldn't reciprocate any questions.
Never. I would have to ask myself questions.
You'd be like, Marco, you should ask me that back. Why?
What? What was the question? So no. I mean, I don't want to break the fourth wall here, but there may be hope. What is this? 80 episodes? There may be hope.
Yeah, this is the 80th.
That Podcast for Dummies book you bought is just killing it.
Oh man, it was a good one. I've actually been watching this person that analyzed how Joe Rogan podcasts. So it kind of is like podcasting for dummies. But it's not a book. I have to watch it because I am a dummy. Dummies don't read.
Great, now I'm going to have to step up my game.
But yeah, so starting in late 2024 is when they're eyeing to start making the fourth Spider-Man film. Tom Holland, Zendaya, and John Watts are all expected to return to it.
Is it safe to say Ned signed up?
No, it's not actually.
What's he doing? The only other thing I've seen Ned in?
Growing in his hair.
I've only seen Ned in Spider-Man and a Kia commercial where he played Ned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just realized maybe I shouldn't have made that joke because I know alopecia jokes are like really can be very hurtful, and I don't need Will Smith coming and slapping me in the face.
I like how you waited a year to start making Will Smith slap jokes. Hey, he's only been divorced for 4 years now.
6. Yeah, she still called him, or he still called her his wife.
Oh, it's crazy.
Have you been keeping up with that story, actually?
No, I just feel bad.
It's like every time Jada opens up her mouth in the past, 3 weeks, she's just basically saying, we're not married. I don't love Will. Tupac was my soulmate.
Just emasculates him at every... Then why did you get so upset at the ball joke and ruin his career?
It was so insane. Oh, man. But, yeah. This completely threw me off track for my segues.
Yeah, no, that's on me. I should have complimented you.
Well, not only that, but we went so far off the rails.
Oh, yeah, you started doing, bit comedy from a year ago about Will Smith.
I know. But you know what else is also off the rails? The Mission Impossible movies with the stunts they do. Especially seeing them in something like IMAX is even more insane. You just know where this is going.
Now that I know the segues are planned, I can just see how your mind's working. It's like if AI wrote segues for you.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
AI's been writing your segues. Yes. I can hear it. I can hear it where Marco stops and you say,
because you know how I send you the AI stuff at work?
Yeah.
That's literally what I've been doing. I use the AI and write the segues.
And then you rehearse them because you don't have them on your screen, so it's just like you're essentially on a soap opera schedule. You get the script, you read it, and then you say it that day.
We need one of those script things in front of the camera. What are those called that they use? And I should literally be reading AI stuff.
Well, now I'm just worried when you edit it that I'm going to get cut out because the AI is going to recognize itself.
That's true.
It's just going to be 45 minutes of the Marco reading the AI. Instead of just having the AI do its own podcast, Marco's trying to still be part of it. So the new one just came on streaming. I haven't caught it yet.
Yes, and that's the 7th Mission Impossible that just came out.
Okay.
I think, right? Yeah, it was Mission Impossible 7 that just came out because so this news is that Mission...
But it's a two-parter.
Yeah. So the second part of it is getting a 3-week exclusive IMAX run. And I know that Tom Cruise was specifically looking for this because he got super upset that Oppenheimer had basically taken up all of it.
Well, he makes them specifically for IMAX, so it's...
Yeah, but if he's making this stuff specifically for IMAX, he should have thought about that in advance to be like, hey, we should get this set up in the IMAX theaters. Which I know Oppenheimer did the same thing. It's like, just shift your schedule then.
Someone should have balked.
Yeah, which I know that's a little bit like, there's probably from a business side, they have to meet deadlines and stuff, so maybe that's why. And
well, especially with the strike, they could have spread everything out.
Oh, man.
And been a lot easier.
And speaking on the strike and spreading things out, it looks like there's going to be a little bit more of issues with the current strike that's still going on. Is the strike that's still going on, it's not the writers, it's the actual actors, right?
I believe so.
So studios will reportedly stop negotiating with them until January unless they get a deal in the next week. This is a tactic by the studios to put pressure on the union to take a deal. SAG can wait for the deal they deserve as long as it takes.
What's crazy is, if you've noticed, the actors are all starting to host game shows because it's not acting.
Yeah.
So we have 45 new game shows, which are all bad. I've tried them. I've tried Snake Oil. I've tried Raid the Cage. I have tried so many of these game shows. They are so bad.
We should get just actors on a stage and have them do improv, and that's the show for like 30 minutes.
Oh, there you
go. Let's just get the Office cast to do that. See what happens.
Oh, get different casts together.
Yeah.
Or honestly, it's called The Groundlings. It's out of LA. Like all the famous SNL people, Will Ferrell, and it's an improv group. Just get The Groundlings, a TV show.
Yeah.
No, but you also know what CBS is doing? They're making deals with British TV to put British TV shows on.
Oh, like British shows that are already made, like the In-Betweeners and stuff?
Probably not that show.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to get an idea if, like, because when you first said, my mind went, wait, is over in Britain, are they still able to film and everything?
I believe they are, because Sophie Turner was filming her show.
Okay.
But my thing, this one, they're just like, say you're on season 6 of your British show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're just going to show season 1 right now.
Yeah.
So they're just pretty much buying.
Okay.
They were doing that, and they were also taking their Paramount Plus exclusives and putting them on CBS.
Oh, wow.
So, take that with a grain of salt.
But, like, if this strike continues up until January, we're going to see a large delay then in movies. Because, what was it? After, like, 3 months of COVID is when lockdowns start easing up and they start filming and everything again?
Yeah.
So, how long's the strike been going on? At least 3 months already by now?
At least.
So, we're talking 5, potentially 6 months before, at the earliest, that a deal could come in place if they don't come with one next week, which means we could have a long period without any type of TV shows or movies. Like,
I think it's going to happen just like COVID. The ones that were going to go streaming went to theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. And some movies are like 90% done. They're just waiting for the strike to be over.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be okay.
Do you think with that, though, because you just said that they're like 90% done, do you think some of them try forcing the movie without finishing it entirely out there with whatever editing and stuff they do?
Oh, we'll call that the reverse HBO, where HBO gets 90% done and then destroys the movie and never releases it.
These ones get 90% done but do release it.
Right.
That's where they get you.
HBO sitting on that Batgirl movie like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't that bad.
But,
you think there's any teen dramas right now where they're just hoping the kids don't grow up too fast in this year? Where they're like, we might not be able to finish this movie.
Hey, look at what? Stranger Things Season 5? They still, or Season 6, whatever they're on, they still have to film that. And part of the reason, like, they wanted to end the show is because the kids all got older.
Oh, yeah.
These kids are going to be like 30 by the time it ends.
You remember that weird X-Men movie? I didn't end up seeing it. New Mutants. They wanted to do a horror X-Men movie.
Yes, actually, I do. Did that ever come out?
It came out on streaming, but the problem was they wanted to do reshoots, but it got canceled, uncanceled, rewrote, re-edited. Fox got sold. So by the time they went to do reshoots, they were like, we can't.
Yeah. I remember that now because it had been like 2 years.
Yeah.
All the kids were grown out of the role at that point.
They were just like, oh, we should do reshoots. It's like, or you can make a sequel.
Maybe just don't use kid actors anymore, people.
Marco wants nothing but adult movies.
You guys put some clean shave me, put some baby oil on my face, and I'll go out there. 12-year-old me.
I don't know. You dress like Roy Kent. You act like Roy Kent. Are you just trying to do like a Roy Kent movie, like a prequel?
I don't think Roy Kent talks like that, does he?
Matter of factly.
Matter of factly?
What did I say?
You said, am I trying to be Roy Kent?
Oh no, matter of factly, yeah.
What does that mean?
As a matter of fact, it means it's a fact.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just meant you were speaking like with confidence.
Oh.
Very direct.
Oh, because he has confidence. Okay, because I was going to say the words coming out of my mouth were not like season 1 or 2, Roy Kent.
Right. I mean, we're skipping some role.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, you're so posh.
Oh, that I was going to say somebody just called me that today. It was you.
Why do people keep calling me posh?
Oh, wait, it's the same person.
You only talk to 5 people in a day, Marco, and you see me twice.
Did you see what Martin Scorsese has said this past week? Did I pronounce that right? Scorsese?
Yep.
He said Adam Driver is the greatest actor of his generation after working with him on Silence. Which,
He works with a lot of senior citizens.
That's true.
So...
After he's like, I see a lot of Robert De Niro in you.
Well, yeah, because he sees Robert De Niro every day. He puts Robert De Niro on everything.
But also Martin Scorsese, you know that app that Trent had you get the letterbox?
Yeah.
He made an account today.
He's going to review things?
Oh, I can't wait to see. I hope he goes through and reviews all the Marvel movies. Because we know that he's so open about hating them. So I want to see his in-depth review of each one. And I hope he does a tier list or a ranking of them.
Oh, he could.
Oh, that'd be so good.
But also, his movies are all 4 hours long, so when does he have time? He only reviews his own movies.
Oh, that would actually be hilarious. I hope he has a tab for his list, my movies.
Have you watched Rick and Morty yet?
I have not watched. I usually wait till it goes on to Hulu Hulu. Because you have to actually watch it on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like record anything and stuff.
You don't have that technology at your house?
Actually, I don't know if our TV can, because we have the Spectrum app that streams onto our TV. We don't have a cable box. I don't know if it does recording.
I wonder if it was it Instant Watch or whatever? Spectrum. I haven't had Spectrum in years.
Oh, like replay?
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe I can watch it. I still need to watch seasons 5 and 6.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Never mind. That went nowhere.
Yeah. It didn't work. But how many episodes are there? Like 3?
2 episodes of this season.
How have you liked it?
It's not bad.
Do you notice the voices being different?
Yeah.
Because I know people say Morty's works better than Rick's does.
I would agree with that. Yeah, but if you watch it for a little bit, you just kind of let it go.
Get used to it. Do you think it's going to be weird going back and watching like season 1 and hearing what Rick's voice was and then going back?
I think it's going to be weird when you're watching reruns and you get to these seasons. Because Rick's voice is Rick's voice. My problem is, like, much of the BC characters are also had to get their voices redone. So it just sounds different. Not bad, not worse, just different.
This show is not making as much money as it was when they could just pay one actor now to do every voice.
Now they have to pay people. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Did you see the Dune Lego set that's coming out?
I did not.
So this is actually a pretty cool set. It's the ship from the movie, and those wings actually flap like they do.
Is this one of the fan-made ones, or is Lego just doing their own thing?
This is an official one.
Okay.
It's got a crazy set of characters. So
did you see Dune?
No.
Okay.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters, and it looks like they made a special piece for one of them. Did you see the movie?
I did not. I bought it, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. So I've been waiting. I'm going to watch the movie right before the second one comes out and basically watch them back to back.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but the second one just got postponed indefinitely, so...
Yeah, I know. Which is a bummer. That was actually on my... Wow, you're going to room... Well, no.
Well, I mean, this happened 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You can't...
Yeah, no, I didn't actually have that in there. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool Lego set, though.
I mean, it's just... That's what, $500 right there?
We should have Trent buy it, and then he can build it on here, the podcast with us.
Can we do that one at your house? Because that's going to take some time.
Yes.
You guys are going to have to do a sleepover. It'll be a whole thing.
Did you hear that we're getting some Daniel Radcliffe Harry Potter content, essentially?
He's making like some sort of documentary?
So he's executive producing a documentary titled David Holmes, The Boy Who Lived, and it's following Daniel Radcliffe's former stunt double who was left paralyzed following an accident from an explosion on the last movie.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this is I don't remember this news when the movie originally came out. Like, I know I was probably like anywhere from 10 to 12, but that's still like news that I feel like if that happened today, everybody would hear about it.
I definitely made the news. I didn't know he was paralyzed. I knew he was like really hurt.
Yeah. So they're making an entire documentary on it, releasing November 15th on HBO.
HBO loves that Potter content.
That's true. Hey,
they put all their eggs in that basket.
But I don't know. I feel bad because apparently he was the stunt double for a majority of the kids in the movie. So it wasn't just Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's a bummer because that's like, he's not supposed to get hurt.
Well, he's a stuntman.
I know.
Paid to get hurt.
But they
not paralyzed. You never want to paralyzed.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Did you see that Sean Levy is making a Star Wars movie?
Sean Levy from Schitt's Creek?
No, that's who is that? That's somebody else. It's like Dan Levy or something.
Oh, okay. Who's Sean Levy?
Oh man,
because now I want Dan Levy's Star Wars movie.
Search up Sean Levy. I can't remember the movie he made now.
He did the All Too Well short film for Taylor Swift. That's pretty.
Oh,
sweet.
did he really?
That's what it said. Deadpool 3. Free Guy, Night at the Museum, Real Steel, Adam Project, Night at the Museum 2, Night at the Museum 3, Cheaper by the Dozen, Internship. Oh, these are all great movies.
Yeah, so Kathleen Kennedy's central mandate for his Star Wars movie is, I want a Sean Levy movie. I want a story and tone that reflects you and your taste and what you bring to your movies with a Star Wars story.
Was this before or after she got fired?
She's not fired. She's still there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's so funny. There are, like, reports that come out every month that's like, yeah, Kathleen Kennedy was fired. And then it's like, no, she's still here. She's still doing her thing. But speaking about Kathleen Kennedy, back in 2020, when they announced a bunch of Star Wars projects that are now canceled, apparently her and Kevin Feige were forced by Disney to announce projects for, like, because of their stockholders and stuff to get people investing. So they had both announced movies that like they weren't ready to reveal. Kevin Feige was in a different situation where they were going to go along with those movies anyways.
Right.
But Kathleen Kennedy was basically like, we had to announce these movies that we weren't even like confirmed internally that we were doing.
I remember all those movies got canceled recently.
Yeah.
The Patty Jenkins movie got canceled. There's like 6 Star Wars movies they announced that just never happened.
Yeah. Which I know that this is a business, but can they just like, I want them to just worry about making good movies. Don't just try pushing things out to meet like whatever your stockholder expectations and stuff, because you're going to make that money if you just put out good movies.
Well, that's the thing. I don't need a Star Wars movie every year.
Yeah.
I think we learned our lesson on that.
Yeah. So, from the book, The Board of Marvel Studios, it became known that Disney, before Investor Day 2020, pressured Lucasfilm to announce projects they were not even close to ready to show. So, yeah.
That would do it.
Yep, it would. Have you talked to Trent at all about the new Spider-Man game?
No, I haven't seen him in a week or so.
So, I haven't played it. It's a really good game from what I can see and what I've watched. Story seems pretty solid. It's just I'm not spending $70 to play something for maximum 25 hours.
Right.
But they basically already confirmed that a sequel is coming out. And on top of that, the voice actor for Spider-Man says he wants Deadpool to appear in a future Spider-Man game. Now, the same studio is already making a Wolverine game that's coming out in a few years. So are we going to pretty much get what they're doing in the MCU right now in game form?
I'm sure it'll be different. My thing is just like the voice actor wants it doesn't mean he's getting it.
No, yeah.
Because it's also going to be sticky because PlayStation makes this game. Sony is with PlayStation. Deadpool, though, is with Marvel. That's not a Sony property, so...
It is with Marvel, but they'll probably be able to get to talk them into it.
If they wanted to, but again, it's just the voice actor.
Yeah.
So, again, it's going to take them 3 years to make, so you're looking at quite some time before you see that.
Yeah.
Wolverine game sounds pretty sweet.
Not gonna lie. Do you know anything about, like, the newer God of War games?
No, not really.
It's pretty much... they said that the game's going to be set up like that, so it's kind of like a semi-open world.
I mean, with that loading screen being so quick, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. But that's just like studios finally utilizing SSDs to how they can be used. I don't think studios or these gaming studios have fully utilized SSD hardware because a lot of these companies are still making games that are for both SSDs and regular hard drives. So when games are specifically made for the SSD, like entirely, it's going to be game changer for loading screens.
Oh yeah, I mean what they're doing with that Spider-Man game, just watching the clips online, that loading screen should be 5 minutes long. And they're doing it instantly.
Yeah. For Fantastic Four, they are not going to immediately say who the cast is when the strike is resolved, but they're going to be able to share the news shortly after. So that will be exciting. We'll finally get to know who the Fantastic Four cast is.
You hope they go famous, or you hope they go unknowns?
I want them to find a middle ground, like upcoming stars, but not necessarily known by everybody. I think that would be a good route to go.
They won't do it because it doesn't make any sense for them financially. I want them to do an old Fantastic Four. Give me a bunch of actors in their 50s.
Okay, so, well, we can't do Harrison Ford because he was already in something. Let's get Arnold in there because everybody loves Arnold. He can play the rock guy.
Just do the voice. Boom.
Yep. Let's see, who plays Stretchy there?
Stretchy, huh?
Yeah.
That's his name?
Yeah, we're just... Ooh, Flame Boy can be played by... oh, man... What's his name? We talk about him all the time. He made the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, Flame Boy can be Nicolas Cage because then he played Ghost Rider at one point.
Yeah, that gets rumored every other week that he's coming back for Ghost Rider.
That's true. That's an actual Marvel movie, right?
It predated the MCU. I don't know who owned it before.
So that's actually something Kevin Feige said. Confirms that Marvel movies and TV series created by Fox, Sony, Netflix, basically everything is canonical to the MCU in a multiversal capacity.
Well, that's where it gets confusing because the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that was pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Ghost Rider. No, my thing is, like, get Edward Norton.
Okay.
Because he was the Hulk. Get him back in there as something else.
Okay. Who should we get to play Stretchy?
Stretchy? I thought you already cast Stretchy. Give it to Edward Norton.
Yeah, we'll give him Edward Norton because Flame Boy is going to be Nicolas Cage. Who plays the girl? Was she invisible or something?
Invisible Woman?
Let's see. Who could be Invisible Woman? Let's get, like, what's her name? Jane Foster or something?
Jane Fonda? Jane Foster is Natalie Portman in Thor.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I messed up there. Let's get, like, Jane Lynch, then.
You want Jane Lynch?
Yeah.
My best part is this is I'm going to try and make you name another actress. Go ahead. Name one more.
But wait, old? Like, has to be old?
Name any actress.
Martha Stewart.
Okay, that's horrible, but not really an actress, but yeah.
Want me to go for another one?
Sure.
Daisy Ridley.
You know, not the age demographic we're going for, but yeah.
Oh, so you did want the age demographic.
I'm just thinking older.
Oh, okay. Let's think here. Oh boy, this gets really tough. Karen Allen.
Is that from Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean...
She's a recurring topic on this
on this podcast. That's okay. I mean, yeah. What if instead of 3 men and 1 lady, they do Fantastic Four...
3 women, 1 man.
Right.
So who would be the Invisible Man?
The Invisible Man?
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
He's not in it yet.
He was the invisible guy in Deadpool 2.
Are you saying Brad Pitt just because he's on my screen?
I didn't actually see that.
Right, of course not. But no, that was really funny. In Deadpool 2.
Literally for 2 seconds, he died.
Ridiculous.
Oh, here's me laughing at death again.
I've been watching that Ryan Reynolds Welcome to Wrexham documentary on FX about the soccer team he bought.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's really good. If you got some time, throw it on in the background. You don't need to watch it.
When's he going to coach the team? I need him to do a real-life Ted Lasso.
A Tropic Thunder player coach.
Let's do it. Anything at
I think you're saying that to us as if we have any say. Let's do it. Lock it in.
That's true.
Call Ryan.
I don't know. You got any other news?
No, just the one you just scrolled past has come up a lot. Majors, I believe is his last name.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors. How
he's supposed to be getting arrested. They have a warrant out for him or something.
So I was confused because there's an arrest warrant out for him, but I also heard that it was found out that his girlfriend is getting arrested now.
Oh, I haven't followed it too long. My thing is Loki season 2's happening.
Yeah,
and I'm only 1 episode in, but I'm pretty sure he's a major character.
Oh, he is.
That they're chasing him
because he's supposed to be the major villain in this next part of the multiverse saga.
So I think Marvel's in a sticky situation because according to him, he's innocent.
Mm-hmm.
according to like eyewitnesses, he's innocent, and then they go to arrest him. It's like, what does Marvel do from here?
Yeah. Did you see what's going on with Thor 5?
No.
So they are making it, and Chris Hemsworth had originally said he wants a new tone for Thor 5.
Yeah.
So it's being made. They're doing it without Taika Waititi.
That's weird.
It is. But I guess that's kind of what they're going to have to do if they want it to have a different tone.
Right, because he does his tone. He doesn't, and rightfully so, he shouldn't change.
Yeah.
You see he's doing a soccer movie?
Taika Waititi?
Yeah.
No.
So it's coming out in November. It's a comedy about this, like, poor country.
Okay.
I don't know which country it is, but it's like a lower income country, and they're trying to get a soccer team together to compete at the World Cup.
Oh my goodness.
Will Arnett's in it, so
It sounds like the Benchwarmers or something. So like
kind of the same comedic tone.
Okay.
So a bunch of guys that don't know how to play soccer are going to try and play at the World Cup.
Let me just start like rapid firing some news to see what you think about stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're in a rapid fire.
We are.
Fire.
Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series releases on Paramount Plus in April 2024. What are your thoughts?
Is this lining up with the new movie?
I believe so.
Or is this a new cartoon?
Nope, I think it lines up with the new movie.
Really? With Seth Rogen?
I think so.
That's like 2 years earlier than I thought we were going to get new Turtles? Bring it on.
Bring it on. An early draft of Spider-Man No Way Home script featured Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy.
Early draft of Spider-Man No Way Home.
That was the newest one, where the other Spider-Men were in them.
Where was she?
Well, she wasn't in there, but supposed to be.
She should have been. You have a chance to put Emma Stone in a movie, you put Emma Stone in a movie. We all love Gwen Stacy. Misstep by Marvel.
They did.
Mistake.
Apparently, they didn't like her in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 when they killed her.
No, they killed her because the character was supposed to die. Emma Stone puts butts in seats.
That's true. She does. I think she's actually coming out with a new movie.
Yeah, she does. Some sort of android. She plays an android or something.
I just saw a headline that she was in a new
I don't
trailer.
think a trailer's dropped yet.
Oh, okay. According to a new leak from Star Wars, the Rey movie is titled Star Wars: A New Beginning. What a boring name.
Well, I mean, it could be just a working title, but come on. The actress for Rey hasn't gone through enough.
No, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a new beginning for Lucasfilm in general at this point, too.
Could be.
There was a first look at Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and it will be showcased at Show East next week, so actually, like, this weekend.
Okay.
So we're getting a third one. I didn't think that would happen.
I saw the first one.
Solid.
So I haven't seen the second one yet.
Okay.
Have you seen the second one?
I have not. I heard that was not as good as the first.
I mean, I'm going to watch the third movie and not the first two, so...
Yeah.
Does it have Jim Carrey in it? Lock it in.
I don't think he's actually doing it.
That sounds like a lie.
That's true. I thought he kind of retired, Jim Carrey.
I think you retired.
I retired.
I think it's all how much you want to offer him.
Yeah. And then in Deadpool 3, Sean Levy was talking about how he's had to balance the Deadpool versus Wolverine fight scenes, and he's saying that at every turn, Ryan is amazing at wanting Deadpool to lose. The truth is that Deadpool is awesome, but he's deeply flawed, and Wolverine is Wolverine. So
he could get his butt kicked up and down that movie.
So it seems like they're actually going to be like opponents in this movie.
I think for a good portion of it.
Yeah.
But also, like, that's just Ryan Reynolds being good at comedy.
Yeah.
Deadpool beating up Wolverine isn't funny.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Him getting beat up is funny.
Do you think a majority of the movie is just going to be him getting his punch faced in, essentially?
I think so.
And then, like, getting his face punched in with the spikes, regenning, and then being like, hey, that only hurt a little.
As long as we get Noki and Negasonic Teenage Warhead back, we're good.
I think they are coming back, actually. I think that was confirmed.
Print that money.
But I could be wrong.
That's all we need.
Apparently there was a... they're saying that the post-credit scene to the new Marvels movie ties into Deadpool 3.
Okay.
So, I don't know what it is, and that's probably spoiler enough, but...
Sounds like they're just trying to get people to go see that movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really have, like, much else.
That was it? That was it for Rapid Fire?
Oh, well, I guess there is one more Rapid Fire, because I didn't realize I didn't touch on this. So the theory is that for the Spider-Man game, the next Spider-Man game is going to be a Miles Morales 2, because in between the first one and the second one, there was a Miles Morales game.
Okay.
They think there's going to be a Miles Morales 2, then there's going to be a Spider-Man 3 game, but they think that there's going to be a potential Venom game at some point as well, which I think would be pretty cool.
No, that'd be smart. Have him go up against Carnage.
Go up against Carnage, but also...
go up against Uncle Sam. Venom doesn't pay taxes.
But... having more of like a villain, like if he has more of a villain role where it's like, okay, you can go out in public and punch a civilian, and then you have like cops and stuff chasing after you.
You know what I need? I need Venom in the MCU, which they kind of hinted at already.
Yep.
Have Venom go to Africa and have the symbiote go off, and then Venom has to either fight the Black Panther or the Black Panther has to fight Venom.
Why
the symbiote?
Why Black Panther?
I think it'd look really cool when the symbiote tries to take over the...
Oh, that's true.
If you've ever seen the animation or the Funkos they came out with, where Venom half takes over, is like in the middle of taking over.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
sweet. I just need a different location. I get it. San Francisco's cheap to film in.
Yeah.
That's about it.
There
was the year that first Venom came out. There's like 4 movies that they had take place in San Francisco because the tax breaks the year before.
Oh,
it was
really?
so cheap to film there.
Hey, that first one wasn't a bad movie. I never saw the second one.
Second one you can watch in like tonight. It's like an hour and 23 minutes long.
Oh, is it really that short?
Oh yeah.
Who is it that they have play Carnage in that movie?
Woody Harrelson.
That's right. I knew it was somebody. I wanted to say Matthew McConaughey, but
They get mixed up a lot.
Yeah.
No, I mean definitely watch it because it's only an hour and 23 minutes. So.
Okay, that's.
It's one of those things that's almost awkwardly short. Where I was just like,
was it still good?
I was good with it. You know, it's not going to like change your life.
Yeah.
It's not the best, not the worst.
Remember when we talked about the 19-inch Venom toy?
Yeah.
So apparently, this is the headline for this. If you thought 19 inches of Venom was too much to handle, just wait till you get a look at Hot Toys' 21-inch Venom figure.
They started. They had to start somewhere.
They did. That's great marketing, though. Get 2 extra inches of Venom.
Just ridiculous.
You know that wax figure museum thing?
Madame Tussauds, yeah.
Have you seen this, the Dwayne Johnson one?
I did.
So, apparently they had made improvements. I haven't seen them yet, but it got so much backlash that they were making improvements to it because of how off it looked compared to him.
Well, they whitewashed him.
Yeah.
They put 0 pigment in his body.
Yeah, that was a big thing, and that was a big thing they changed was skin color, and that was a big like outrage from everybody.
Yeah. Madame Tussauds is tough. It's really tough to make a wax figure of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably the last one. Old Steve Rogers will appear in Captain America: Brave New World. That is a long title.
It is a long title, but you know what? That's just kind of nice that they're letting Chris Evans come back with it.
Yeah.
To kind of give a boost to Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Because people that were on the fence, now that they know Chris Evans is in it, even a little bit,
yeah,
will hop on. All right, man. Not a bad run. 50 minutes. Anything else?
Actually, yeah. Let's get this one because we talked about Guillermo del Toro a lot
all the time.
So he's making a Frankenstein movie.
And
it's got a star-studded cast. Mia Goth as the bride. I have no idea who she is, so she's not star-studded in my eyes. But
so it has 2 famous people in it. Is your sentence?
Yes. Oscar Isaac as the monster, which is super interesting to me. And then Andrew Garfield as the doctor.
Andrew Garfield's quietly become a great...
Awesome.
I mean, just quietly, just puts out really good hits.
Yeah. I am super excited for it, and I can't wait to see it.
I'll probably not watch it, but that's because I don't care for the source material.
Fair enough.
Spoiler alert, Frankenstein doesn't like...
Does he die?
Maybe.
I honestly don't know the Frankenstein story.
If this turns into a franchise, he won't.
But he's not. Frankenstein's the name of the doctor, right?
It's Dr. Frankenstein, yeah. So Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
All right, guys. We've been Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco. And we'll get a guest on again at some point.
That was Roy Kent. All right, guys. Peace out.
Roy Kent out.